All right, so let's open up the cowling. All right, we'll try spinning it here just a little bit just to see if I can get anything on it or if it's seized. Uh-oh. She's seized. That's unfortunate. It's going to make this job a lot more difficult. Okay. Shoot. Well, what we'll do is we'll take off the spark plugs and see if I can't spray some stuff in there to loosen that up. There we go. A little bit of corrosion there, but all in all really not too bad considering how long it's been sitting. Okay, what I'm going to do, because we're all seized up here, is what I'm actually going to try and do is just put some oil inside here and see if I let it rest for a little while and see if I can get it to free up. The kind of oil I'm going to use is just a 2-stroke oil. Okay, so I took it off the mount here just so I can kind of get this down here a little bit easier. Gosh, I hate doing this without a funnel, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, we got a bunch in there. I don't feel like we got enough on the top, so I'll do that. Okay, there, we'll get a rag. Okay, so we'll let that sit for a bit and see if we can't work it free. So what I'm going to do here is I've got a flywheel puller, well, steering wheel puller. So all I'm going to do is pop off the flywheel now. A couple things I tried off camera to get it going. I tried to use a wrench on the flywheel nut, but I just couldn't get it to go. Oh, I got it. Sweet. Okay, guys. So I ended up taking it off of the ladder over here and putting some penetrating oil in it and letting it sit overnight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rag here in case we get it broke free, and instead of trying to use the breaker bar, I'm going to try using an impact. I'm going to see if the little jarring of the impact driver gets her going. So if you can see there where my finger's pointing, the key is right there, so let's see if we can get it to spin. I'd say we got it broke free pretty good here. Right on. That's awesome. Good stuff. So what I'll do now is I'll get it put back together and see if I can get it to fire. So what I'm going to do here is, because I don't want a bunch of fluid to leak out of the cylinders, I'm going to just lightly seat the spark plugs back in, and then we'll put it back up on the ladder. And next up, I have a funny feeling that this might be constructed properly or improperly. It's the fuel pump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fuel pump apart and put it back together according to manufacturer's spec. I found a schematic for it. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the carburetor off and clean it extra good, and then we'll see if we can get it running. I'm going to need to get some fuel in it too, I guess. So this is the fuel pump, and it's a pretty simple mechanism really. So all I'm going to do is take it off. Then we're going to clean it up and put it back together, hopefully properly. This might even be properly, but we'll double check it and make sure. This fuel line here. This takes the fuel to the carburetor, if it's working right. Just back that off, bring that off. And this guy doesn't have a clamp on it at all, but that's okay. Just bring this guy up and out. Oh, chicken, that's on there pretty good. There we go. All right, so we'll take it over to my little workbench over here. So there's the schematic. We're gonna keep everything kind of organized. I have a terrible memory when it comes to stuff like this. Okay, so we've got gasket, screen. Okay. Okay. So does that look right to you guys? What's going on there? Why does that look different? Okay, so oh, don't lose that. I don't see any cracks or anything. Okay, so I found a good YouTube video. I'm not good with this stuff. I couldn't remember how it went back together. So basically, when you're putting this together, all of these bumps here need to line up. So my only concern is actually this gasket right here, but it is cracked around there. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad. But otherwise, you know, from what I've seen here with everything, I have faith that this is actually put together properly now, and we'll see if she goes. So these aren't the original clamps as I seen in that diagram. It's okay, as long as they work. We'll just be careful that we don't over tighten and crack any plastic. We do want it on there, so that if any vibration happens and suction and all that stuff, nothing goes awry on this. Okay, now we'll just get her slid back place there. All right, carburetor. So we're just gonna check. There is some scuzz in there. We can see it, but we guessed there would be scuzz. So we're gonna drain everything out, make sure the float's good, make sure the jets inside are good. Well, first things first, I guess we can take the bottom off. On the outside, it's actually pretty clean. But the outside doesn't matter as much as the inside. All right. That is as clean and dry as can be, but gasket looks okay-ish. I'm not going to take the pin out. Some oil residue. You know what? I think I think the master mechanic, my father, who is actually a heavy-duty mechanic, had this apart and cleaned it out. I've got the choke here wide open so that I can spray in here and see if, clean out in there if there's anything. Nope, that's good. That's flowing really well. I do not like seeing that scuzz in there though. So I'm going to get my cloth in there. I'm just going to use the end of my screwdriver here just to wipe it out gently. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to do this here. Okay. I like that foaming action there because I can get to areas that maybe I couldn't get to otherwise. My carb's clean. So I'm just going to use a little bit of gear oil. Don't need much. Gotta do the top. Bottom. There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to clean out the intake. So we'll spray a little bit inside the intake there. There was no resistance there whatsoever. That carb is way cleaner than my motor's carb. So we'll get it reassembled, get it reinstalled. Chuck is there, or the key I guess I should say. Let's get the flywheel back on. Oh, I'm stuck on the magnet. Shit. So this is day 3 of working on this motor. I don't have a fuel tank here, so what I've done is I've got a syringe here that's filled with 50-to-1 ratio mix going right into the fuel pump. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of pressure here. See if we can't get some fuel going to the pump. See if we can get this started. So we got full choke going. We are on start here. So let's see if we can get it to, because I don't have any muffs on it for water or anything, I'm just gonna get it going and then right off, if we can. So well, here's going. We'll see if we can get it started. This angle's kind of tough. The sky is falling. Whoa, did you guys hear that? One more. I think we got it resurrected. Yes. Woo. That's awesome. Right on. All right. Well, that's 2 motors I got for that boat now. Fantastic. Good stuff. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys maybe learned a little bit. Again, not a mechanic, but was able to revive a dead motor. Fantastic. Good stuff. All right. See you guys in the next one.